Perfect. All right, so we have Karnov. Last week I managed to hit a major PB. Saved well over 10 seconds there. We're at 9:30. We're like the 20th spot on the leaderboard, which is pretty nice. So I'm actually bringing up the speedrun.com page right now just so I can look at it and talk about it. Yeah, exactly number 20 on here. I also realized that the person who is on my YouTube channel and keeps commenting like little tips and things like that. That is the like third place streamer. Yeah. Roy Johns Jr. I talked about it. He's currently the number one Canadian. Which, hey, I'm the number 2 Canadian, but I am, 17 places behind him on there, and yeah, he's number 3 on the leaderboard with a sub 9-minute time. It is absolutely impressive and that kind of stuff. But he's the one who's been like watching my videos and commenting on like what I can do and how I can improve and that kind of stuff. Came through just telling me that like I don't need to grab the health in level 7, and I don't need to, which is like yeah, that's true. I don't need it was like I was doing it before because of things, but yeah, I don't need to grab it. So that'll save me a few seconds, and just playing generally better can save me a few seconds as well. So I don't know if I'll get a PB today. It'll be nice, but we may just have a bunch of runs that that fail or are a little slower or something like that happens. But anyways, let's get things started here. I did do a couple of practice attempts, or more than a couple, but a few practice attempts yesterday, and they didn't go great. Yeah, they didn't go great. I don't think I actually completed any run yesterday while I was practicing. And then, nope. We are resetting. All right, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, they're in some ways it's like I can start cutting out some of the things that it's like I was doing for safety. Oh no. My controller disconnected there. I don't know if you heard it, but I had the thing pop up on the screen. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, well, this is gonna be the last Karnovember stream, at least for a year. I may come back to it next year. I may decide that 9:30 is good enough for me. And someone just texted me. We'll see how I feel next year, of course. The call of Karnovember just always rings in my ear. All right. There we go. Perfect. Almost a second of time save there. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Jump right here. So yeah, things that I was doing before for safety is kind of what's getting cut out here. So like, I think in the original run, for example, in the shooting face thing, I would duck under the bullets. Oh. Late split, but oh well. I forgot I was doing a speedrun. And yeah, those safety jumps got cut out. There we go. Oh, what? Wasn't expecting that one. Who's... Okay, no. It's a fucking spam thing. Remember when you weren't always constantly bombarded by spam? That was nice. Like, it was in your inbox. It was in your email inbox. You got junk mail in the mail, but they couldn't send it to you directly on your phone like they were a personal friend and stuff like that. I miss those days. Let's reset the game. Also, for those watching live, not watching on YouTube, I did start the stream half an hour early so I could get 2 hours of full practice and play in. Thank you for the hello and good luck, Laika. How are you doing today? But yeah, I realized after last week that, like, after the first hour, that is when I felt warmed up and ready to play the game. Fuck. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, let's go again. 3, 2, 1. But I am happy, I came back to this game. I'm happy I beat Burst Errors time. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? I'm happy I came back to this game and set the 930, something that I actually feel like represents my skills in this game. And you know, if I kept at it, I'd probably do better and do more. That was such a late jump. But, yes, I talked about this before on stream, but I posted a list of, goals for the Challenge Tuesdays I had, and new Karnov PB was among them, so I'm happy to have gotten it. There we go. Yeah, like here I used to duck so that thing wouldn't hit me. But it's like that's not necessary. I mean, number one, as you can see, I've been timing it well. Number two, if it hits me, and it fucking hits me, I heal right after. There we go, in the positive already. Alright. Yeah, and not having to, go up the ladder there. There we go. Man, I'll tell you, I'm not feeling great today. Because, yesterday I kind of had a, indulgence day, is what I'm gonna call it. A day where, like, I just stayed home, just did whatever I felt like, which included, like, eating a lot of junk. Eating a lot of junk. So I had an extra Mountain Dew yesterday, which I don't normally drink a whole lot of caffeine. So I didn't, you know, feel sleepy when my usual bedtime came around. Man, I sound like a 2-year-old saying it that way. But yeah, normally I go to bed around like midnight to 1 a.m. Yesterday was somewhere after 2 o'clock. Alright, that wasn't bad. So yeah, I didn't have the greatest night of sleep last night. But I had a good day, of course. I just chilled and enjoyed myself, and one of the things that the reasons why I went to bed so late was because I did spend some of my excess energy cleaning, which makes me feel good about myself. And the things are clean. Alright. I don't know how I have over a second of time save right now. I don't know where that came from. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Fuck! Alright, alright. No, it's fine. Yep. A little slow, but yeah, okay. We've got time save in this level, though. Ugh. Realized I was clipping there. Yeah, we got time save by both, getting the glitch jump, going nuts with bureaucracy. What's going on in the bureaucratic world? Ah, fuck. Ah. As you can spell bureaucracy correct. Alright. Alright. Yeah, the fact that I didn't one-shot the boss is what lost me time there. There we go. That was an early split, but only slightly. All right. Okay. Fuck! Ah! This probably wasn't gonna PB anyways. Okay. Definitely wasn't gonna PB with that extra cycle. Well, I don't feel too bad about that one. 'Cause a week ago, that would have been my best run. Does it beat Burst Error? Does it beat the Karn Father? I have to look this up, actually. Burst Error being the stick in which I measured. No! 934. Set that 11 months ago. Yeah. Alright. Well, we're going to reset. We're going to update the splits. What is my sum of best? I think it's around like 10 seconds slower. Yeah. Around 10 seconds slower. So. But, yeah. I messed up the jump and I had to do it twice, and then I didn't get the quick kill on the boss. So that is kind of why that that run failed. All right. Let's go ahead and play again. Reset the console and go again. At least it wasn't, like, for the stuff that failed, it wasn't a disastrous run. There we go. Got the swag jump. Also, Laika, if you want to know my nemesis in the English language, it's the word necessary. I can never remember if there's two C's, two S's, and which one comes first? Necessary, yeah. Because it has the S sound twice in it, but it's spelled in two different ways. Necessary. Whoops. Well, now I do have to duck beneath these bullets. That's gonna be a time loss. I feel like this run is already kind of dead because of me distracting myself talking about language. Oh, I've been terrible at spelling my whole life. I blame it on the fact that I'm French. No, I'm gonna reset. This run's bad. Yeah, but bureaucracy has so many vowels in Euro. See, that's the thing with that word is bureau in French is a word. So it's one that we've learned from a young age. So the EAU row sound is very common in French, so that one I know very well. Different languages. All right, let's go with me. Yeah, bureau in French just means desk. So bureaucracy really is just like deskocracy. I really have to mute my phone because I keep getting distracted by hearing alerts. I'll do it in between runs, of course. I'm getting better at that triple jump, because it used to be that I'd have to pause after killing the first one. So last time my problem was I hurried up too much up these stairs. Alright. Good run so far. Space it out so I can see this a little better. There we are. Wow, so much time save. Oh, shit! Yeah, just to show that jump is not free, folks. That jump is not free. Alright, let's... Oh, man, Space Narc is streaming? I'm kind of glad I got these alerts now. Depending on if, who is live, if Burst Error or someone like that is live, I might raid Space Narc, or I don't know. We'll see. Let's reset the game here and go again. 3, 2, 1, boom. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet for December. There's a few other challenges I can go back to, a couple of other, not speedruns, but I could go back to randomizers and the archipelago, try to get some people joining in on that and that kind of stuff. I could not suck at this game. Yeah, I could also go back to the Mega Man Deathless Challenge. I could pick up something new. Yeah. So after this, I have, like I said, I have that list of things, of achievements I want to do. One of them is the two remaining things after Karnov were Buster Bust Loose Sub 23 and Mega Man Deathless 0. But I want to do it on difficult mode as well. So let's go ahead and continue Karnov. Boom. Ah, fuck. I was hoping I could adjust my position with shots for the swag jump. Okay, well, at least I got the wings. And a pretty quick kill on the boss there. Okay. Just gotta delay the screen scroll a bit. Alright. All right. How could this happen to me? All right. Let's try again. That time I waited too long. I mean, obviously. I waited so long I didn't even fucking jump. Oh, that was so early. What was I thinking there? Neither swag jump nor the wings. Let's go again. And that one good run. And like I said, the reason why I started early is because I feel like the first hour is me warming up and getting back into the groove. Fuck, that was a late jump that time. Stella get her How Karnov got his groove back. Ah! Just a bit early. Sorry, I'm just kind of laughing. I have Dr. Eggman as my desktop background. And just based on how I have things, like, laid out, he's just kind of peeking in between the Karnov game and the live split. It's kind of funny. Maybe I'll post a picture of it on my Discord or something like that if I think about it. Also, in good news for Tuesdays coming up in December, I don't think I work a whole lot of Tuesdays. So, I'll be able to do like a dedicated 4 hours, which is why I'm thinking of doing Archipelago during, December. So that I have the 4 hours, I can dedicate it to all the different games and that kind of stuff, so, yeah. There we go. Okay. Well, it's the furthest the run has gotten in a hot minute. Wow, look at that time save, folks. I don't know how sarcastic that came off as, but I was being very. Alright. I think I just have to have confidence that those volcanoes aren't gonna hit me. I mean, that actually was a pretty good time save. That's a weirdly robotic dive that I did right there. Is that low enough? Yeah. Even if it was, Even if it wasn't, I could still take the hit. This is a stage I fucked up last time. There we go. It's been a while since I had a stage 6 go that perfectly. Look, that's how perfect it was. It got me a gold split. You'll love to see it. Whee! All right. Moment of truth. Yes! All right. Spawn the enemies exactly how I need them to. I'm gonna need to... Yeah. So that start was a little bit of delay. Doesn't matter. The next time I use this, I'm falling down anyways. Oh, shit. Little fucker. Wasn't that big of a PB anyways. Alright, let's save the gold split at least. Alright. Yeah, the problem was when I ended stage 7, I wasn't sure of how where my menuing was. And that's the challenge with this game. One of the things that makes it interesting is that menuing is also part of just regular gameplay, and it's something you have to consider. And so there is that optimization where your movements in the game that you have on top will also help you with your menuing and stuff like that. So the least amount of inputs and the least like you have to like move weirdly around, the better. Anyways, let's reset the game and go again. It's one of the reasons why I like this game. Like I said, I think it's a good speed game. And it does, for me, it reflects how I play NES games and learn them and that kind of stuff, to a certain point. Honestly, I'd be, like, taking a lot more safety routes and things like that. Casually. I mean, you've seen me... You've seen how I do things. What, like I grab all the orbs I can and I kill all the enemies. Oh, that's way early. Oh, ugh, that was gross. Yeah. Of course. 3, 2, 1. Starting to get to the point where it's like if I don't do the swag jump, I might as well just reset. Because I'm not getting the other thing a whole lot either. The wings. The other thing. The wings. So I'm disappointed that that didn't work out. That was too early of a jump, I think. Ugh. Hello, Lena! Hey, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat. How's it going? Hope you're doing okay. I have just kind of been cycling runs at that point, not getting the thing I need. So, these past few attempts have been non-attempts. Yeah, exactly. I know, I do. I stream during the daytime and stuff like that. For a lot of people in the Americas. So the problem is I work evening shifts, so if I want my non-work evenings to be still social, I need to stream a little earlier, so yeah. Oh well. Anyways. Or like it ends up like today where I have I can only stream for a couple of hours and then I have to leave for work. That was so late. What is up with me? Yeah, exactly. And also in the evenings is when a lot of people I watch are streaming, so I want to watch those. Oh my god. Alright, 3, 2, 1. It's a whole East Coast versus West Coast thing. I don't think I would have that hard of a time if this was, if I was, you know, 4 hours ahead or... You know what? I'm really frustrated by that jump right now. 3, 2, 1, boom. See, I was getting it earlier. There it goes! Finally! Jeez. It doesn't mean I actually have a run, but it means that I'm not gonna reset it 30 seconds in. Alright. Oh, yeah, again, we both get both the swag jump and the wings, so... Alright. Yeah, and Lena, I'm surprised I haven't seen you here on Wednesdays when I've been playing Windswept. That's one of it's one of the things I've thought about a few times. It's just like, yeah, I'm surprised I don't see Lena here. Ah, that's fair. Well, I apologize about that. What? You share an office, yeah. I'm disappointed that didn't work. Okay. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. I understand. It's probably better not to risk anyways. Alright, I guess we're in that reset cycle again. Ah! Yeah, I get that. Music in the background while you work. I keep trying like jumps at slightly different times and things like that, and still not working out. But I think that's all that's doing really is making me less consistent. But I just get thrown off when the there we go. I just get thrown off the times when it doesn't work, you know? Anyways. Nice. Okay. Ah, gold split on level 1. Weird. Weird, but we take those. This might hit me before it despawns. Nope. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just have to kill the wannabe Ridley in the next level. The Green Dragon, Yug. That was a little spaghetti. Damn. Thought I had that one. Oh, let's update the splits. I have to be down to a flat 3 or 920 at this point, right? No, it's still 921. Oh well. Let's go again. Oh, nice. Good jump there. Yeah. Like I said, I get the swag jump, I get the wings. Yeah, I'm gonna, get hit there. I was really close there, and if the lion wasn't killed, like, immediately, then I was gonna have trouble. Fuck! Going back to some old strats there. I didn't feel like resetting, just because of that fuck up. It definitely is gonna lose me a couple of seconds, though. Yeah, look, exactly a couple of seconds. Whee! Oh, that's so bad. That's gonna be a time loss as well. All right. So this run probably isn't gonna PB, but it'll be practice. I mean, I'm already almost 4 seconds behind, so that's pretty bad. Oh, okay, they didn't shoot at me for some reason. How much I play this game and I still don't quite understand it. Just like randomly enemies will do things or not do things. There we go. Killed most of the owl population there. Yeah, gold split. I mean, I guess these times are adding up. Yeah, thanks, Leica. Celebrate gold time, come on. Doo, 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 doo. Alright, then. No! Alright, that's fine. No! Why'd you fly? Why was he flying? SRC bingo today. How'd she do? How'd she do? How'd she do? How'd the dog doing? She's not a dog. Come on, how is that still not a 920? She had 3 bingos. One went pretty fast. Lol. Alright, compare against personal best, and we're gonna save the splits. At least I can say, like, one run got all the way to the end. We still have another hour, so let's go again. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay. That's a reset. Yes! Good jump. Good. Jump good. Also, I'm gonna say, I have the... Wow, that was bad. I should have just kept walking. I'm gonna say that in my stream title, I have the pun of Karnov instead of Karnovember, Karnov because it's the last Karnov stream of the month, and I think that's really clever. I was really proud of myself when I came up with that one. I'm gonna have a little drink of water before we do the next run. Karnov. Yeah, that's... Man, the Texas speech has no idea what to do with that, by the way. Karnov. Karnovember. Yeah, it's just... It has no idea. I'm making up words, so it doesn't know what to do. It's cool that, yeah, it's something... If I remember, it's something offered through OBS by default now? Or at least like a trial. If not, it's something I've had as a plugin for a bit. I don't remember, man. I think I might be wrong. It might be a plugin that I had to get and then upgrade on a recent OBS update. What? Why did it spawn there? Why did it spawn there? That's weird. This game is doing weird things now. Stream CC Twitch plugin, yeah. Actually, I could have looked at, just look through the tools. Open browser site that captures the voice and sends it to... Sorry, I got completely distracted reading chat that I missed the first upgrade there. So what is this thing that I use? It's called, it says Captions Experimental. Yeah, it shows up on my OBS dashboard. But I think it might be a plugin. Hold on. Plugins Manager. Yeah, it's an OBS Google Captions plugin. So that is something that was installed on here. So, yeah. That's what I do. But it works. I like it. I mean, of course, it's not perfect. I had the example earlier, you know, where I was just making up words and it didn't know how to read them. And then there's sometimes where it's like, if I say the word six, it thinks it's saying, I'm saying sex sometimes. Although that time it read it perfectly fine. But I think that's a limitation of just like most automatic caption software. That there are certain words that are too close. X times, X times, yeah, exactly. Or the other way, if right now I just said X times and it understood as X. Or homophones like axe or axe. So, Axe body spray. Okay, that one it understood it. I thought it was going to go ACTS body spray. Your caption said axe. Yeah, exactly. 3, 2, 1. People watching on YouTube will not be able to appreciate some of this. Also, there are other times where I'm just going like do 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 with the music. YouTube has captions too, yeah, but they're not automatic, I think. If they are, they're not for channels like mine with a very low subscriber count. No, I think you need to... I don't know. I feel like I've seen... Okay, wings. Huh. My videos have automatic captions. Weird. No, I feel like I've gone to like small channels and I couldn't activate the automatic captions. Or maybe it's something I have to activate? Yeah, the auto-translate I've heard is not that bad. As far as an auto-translate goes, I should say. Hit me right at the end. That's disappointing. There's a channel that I follow called Press A, and he discovered that someone was plagiarizing his content but translating it to Spanish, and he discovered that because of the automatic translation, he was able to like follow the video along and he was able to follow the video along and watch in Spanish. And learn that the person who was a video that, yeah, someone had sent him that was like on the same topic. Turns out that they had just translated the entire thing and stolen his video, stolen his content. I'm gonna reset. Sorry, I just lost too much time dealing with that bullshit. But yeah, if you look up Press A, one of his most popular, or their most popular video. I think it's two people that share a channel, but one of their most popular videos is about the plagiarism thing. So it's interesting. It is kind of scary that someone could translate a video, translate a script, claim it as their own, and then never give credit, and you'd never know just because it's in a different language that you don't speak. So because I want the enemies to spawn and not hit me. As if I go up too fast, like, let me let me show what I mean. What am I doing here? Hey, this isn't a speedrun. I can show you what I mean. So, yeah, you're talking about this staircase right here? Yeah. I could just go rush it, but if I do that, I get hit right there, and then this guy's gonna kill me. So what I do is I buffer the space. Yeah. I buffer the space so that they can spawn in and not hit me. And I do still want them to spawn in because them being there prevents the shots from happening, so... Here, I just wait until a couple of stairs come in, and see they don't hit me. And then I can get hit by this guy, and it's no big deal. Yeah. Alright, let's reset the game. Yeah, a lot of this speedrun is just, like, managing the screen and enemy spawns. Oh! I thought I was gonna get hit there. That was pleasant. Yeah, so this, the speedrun is, like, one part platforming, one part, menu management, one part screen, buffering, and another part, like, enemy despawning. I would say it's still, like, a good, at least 50% just platforming. Like, knowing when to jump and stuff like that. But all the other things just add to it so that it doesn't get boring. Yep, I'm gonna get hit there. Alright. Just gonna... Alright. Yeah, we're ahead by a bit. No! Thought I had it there. That's disappointing. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Sorry if it got loud there with my no. I think Stream Elements is saying that someone should clip that no. Thinking of which, if you go to my Discord, I recently posted a clip of like ooh, nice, making a parody of the Pokemon theme song. It's good. And this should not hit me. That was a bit of a long wait there. Oh, we're good. Ah, I should have jumped earlier. Okay. I should be fine here. Yep. I'm good. On the same pace. This so far has been a I was gonna say this so far has just been a repeat of my PB run, but obviously not. All right, let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Why'd I count down there? There's a countdown anyways. So I have a question about the SRC bingo that you're working on. What is like how are you gonna make that a competition? Like, and how? Is it like the least amount of pages visited, or is it the fastest time? One second there. Because I feel like fastest time would be kind of, easy, I guess? Because you just hit quickly scroll, and hit random, quickly scroll, look for like 1 or 2 things. But I feel like if it's the least amount of pages visited, then you're encouraging people to like stop and visit the pages and that kind of stuff. Oh, fuck. You're encouraging, yeah, if it's like the least amount of pages visited, that probably would work better. Whoops. Yeah. The goal is to have fun, hide infinite gems, no competition in Mine Park for once. No, come on, you gotta make the SRC bingo league. 3, 2, 1. Because yeah, if I was doing it for speed, I would just hit random, scroll down, and spend like a max of 10 seconds per page. And like scan for a few things. How many runners are there? What's the top time, you know? What are the flags I'm seeing? Alright, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Okay, we've got ourselves a run here. Why? Why did he spawn there? Why is he spawning there and dancing on my corpse? Alright, 3, 2, 1. I think this is a good sign that it's like, yeah, time to end Karnov. The game's now just like doing whatever it wants. It has become sentient and doesn't want me to play it anymore. Yeah, I didn't kill I didn't kill that guy, so he killed me. I was gonna say that it's like such a blah day, it's gray outside, but also it's the end of November and I live in Canada? Of course it's gray outside, it's constantly wanting to snow. The sun sets at 4 p.m., like... I live in one of the more southern parts of Canada. Alright. Let's go again. I just wanted to check my messages quickly there. 3, 2, 1. Why'd I count down again? There's a countdown once you actually start the game. That wasn't great, but... it's done. Ah. That's fine. No! Urgh. Grr. Me angry. Yep, lost 3 seconds there, because of course I did. Oh! Ah. Okay, these things didn't want to shoot that time. Oh. This run doesn't deserve to PB. I somehow saved half a second there. Alright, stage 6. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We just jump here. No? Okay. We just don't get hit then. It's all fine. This level is the real run ender. Yes! Wee! Wee! I jumped right into it. The stone was falling and I was like, oh yeah, I want to get hit by that. Damn. Alright. I only have time for like a couple more attempts. I mean, assuming that the attempts get past stage 1. Go. Yeah, that's gonna hit me. Ah, fuck. should have just waited there and done it the way I used to. That's fine. We have backups. We have PB at home. All right. Let's go again. Maybe I should just practice that jump a couple of times. Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. Not gold split. Definitely not gold split. Undo that split. I think, like, maybe the next run that really gets off the ground will be the last run of the day. Assuming that there is a next run that gets off the ground like that. And this is what speedrunning is sometimes. I think this one I'm fine too. Yeah. I shouldn't fight my instinct there. Like, if I get hit while I'm doing the jump at the bottom, then I can use the backup strat, but I shouldn't do a backup strat until I actually get hit. God damn it. What's going on with stage 3 here? Yeah, that time I did it perfectly, of course. Let's try again. I'm gonna stop, by the way, at the 20-minute mark if I don't get a good run going by then. That was good. Wow. Over a second ahead. It would be hilarious if this run is like the golden run, where I beat my PB, I get a new best time, I get like 5 gold splits. There we go. This is where I want this is where I feel safe with the screen. All right. How many runs have I lost to that pit? I don't know why he chose to spawn there. Like I said, I feel like the game is just trolling me at this point. Forcing me to fall into pits and spawning the fishman in his proper location. Enemy spawning in the right spot. What the hell, man? Why would you spawn an enemy where they're supposed to spawn, when they're supposed to spawn? Seems wrong. Is it gonna do it again? I don't get it, but I only lost a half second, so I guess I'm not far forward enough? Which is weird. Yeah, that's gonna hit me. Yeah, today I've been killed by a bunch of fishman spawns and stage 5 pits. Feels bad, man. Alright. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Definitely not a gold split. Alright, let's just see what this has to hold. I have found, like, the exact point on the wall that I want to be. Why'd I jump a second time there? I didn't need to jump a second time. Yeah, I found, like, the exact point on the wall that I need to stare. If I want to, do the swag jump. Okay. That's fine. That's where I want. Okay, we're done. That's it. That's... Keep falling in the pit. Okay, we're done. Karnovember's done. Thank you everyone for watching. Obviously, like, it's just been a stumbling block. But when I practice it on its own, I do it. Of course. Ugh. All right, we're gonna call that there. But thank you everyone for chilling out with me this Karnovember, and for all the support and how I got a PB, a significant PB. Got a few PBs this past month, which has been pretty great. But yeah, we're gonna save the splits, and we're gonna call it there. Back to the Carnivalt for another year, exactly. Heck yeah. Also, Phil, hi. Phil shows up right at the end. You're welcome for the stream and all that kind of stuff. All right, let's call it there.